Check this out from yesterday. Inverse to that is to the downside. Yes, Bitcoin could just tank right below this weekly 55, but it's likely if you zoom in on the 1 hour or a lower time frame, you're going to see it go below the blue line, which is the weekly 55, use it as resistance, and that would be your signal to be short-term bearish. Now let's take a look at what happened. From that video, I stressed it's not simply going to tank below. Rather, it will go below, come back up, and specifically on the 1 hour chart, I said go below, not tank then, come back up to use it as resistance first, and then that's your signal to be short-term bearish, aka take on shorts. Look what happened. Went below, bounced, wicked above, specifically closed that 1 hour candle below. The next one, wicked above, then flipped red, and that was your move. And hopefully my videos throughout the week stressing that have been helpful to you. Now let's figure out where the hell Bitcoin's going for lower end price targets. You ready?
Hit the like button.
And subscribe.
Or else, let's go! I'm on Bitcoin CME chart, and the ticker for that, if you want to use this on TradingView, is BTC1 exclamation point, and the CME gap of interest is over here. You see this hole right there? It's extremely likely, as in very good odds, 19 to 1, 20, 30 to 1 type of odds, that it's going to be filled, before a couple weeks is up. That's just how gap fills on Bitcoin work. There are very few within, even a year time frame that go unfilled for months at a time. The average is 9 days or less. From this point, we are looking at 12 days. So as of now, it is a slight outlier. Take a look at this gap made from February 4th. There's a space from here to here. That is a CME gap that you can only see on the CME chart. And let's fit this box in here. This is likely where Bitcoin is going to test. Does Bitcoin have to test the exact bottom of this box? I don't think so. Bitcoin could technically just go down to 40,900. So really, hitting the top of this box would not be sufficient. It would need to hit at least the wick high of that day at 40,900 to be considered, good enough of a fill, but really 40,600. Let's go to the daily chart here. To get filled on a technical basis here, I need to hover over this, look at the daily closure, which was 40,640. I will make this box from the body at 40,640 up to the top, which is 40,900, and now we can go back to the smaller time frames, and this is likely where Bitcoin price is going. So you could take that same box, put on your normal chart, not the CME gap, and simply take a box from 40,640 roughly up to 40,900. That was which was the wick high, and this is very likely where now will Bitcoin just go straight there without any bounces? Probably not. Bitcoin could come all the way back up and test this weekly 55 up closer to 43.2. Heck, it could come up and test the weekly 10 again and get rejected at 44. It could get a strong balance, make a lower high, and then come all the way back down. It doesn't have to go straight there, but this is very likely what I've been saying for the last, probably, 10 days since this is 12 days in. It's very likely going to be filled, and it's very odd that it hasn't been filled yet. But now that the range, this little micro range created by these EMAs here, the weekly 55 is the blue, the monthly 10 is the top, and the middle one, essentially kind of like the top of the point of control, is the weekly 10. Now that it's resolved to the downside, it makes it even more likely to happen. It like way better odds that over the next few days, or even today, this could be filled, and that's your downside target. Now, could Bitcoin blast right through there? It is possible. I am not making any conjectures on specifically how price is going to behave down there, because it really, if it breaks below both this support area here from all this price action and that support area there on its way to fill that gap, there could be a strong wick below it. Price could really tank, go over the next 5 days, go all the way down to 38K even, to touch the top of all of this range here. It could want to touch, Bitcoin might want to touch the tops of these, somewhere in this area, somewhere close to 30, in the high 38s, which would touch the top of that price action, top of that price action, and the meat of that price action as support, because it will have lost support from here and lost support from here. The next structural support is down and around 39K and a little bit lower. The CME gap does not offer support. So the ultimate goal could even be 38 and change. Turn on your camera and microphone and ask me questions directly and live, straight to my face, up to 8 times a week. Links to the Discord community within the description section of all my videos. Follow me on Twitter, 𝘾𝙤𝙣𝙣𝙗 with the number 2 afterward, 𝘾𝙤𝙣𝙣𝙗2. And if online communities are not your thing, but you want exclusive content above and beyond what I offer on YouTube for free, go ahead and hit the join button below this video. Another video will pop up describing your options to you. And on Bitcoin's way down to fill the CME gap at this box here, one thing to focus on is that the 4-hour 200 EMA, which is an extremely powerful EMA within all of cryptocurrency, it could create a bounce in which, Bitcoin can come straight up, back up to 43.2 before heading back down, right? Or, what is even, it's very much less likely is that this could be an ultimate bounce point in which this gap is either never filled or filled away in the future. However, I would not make bets on that. But the point is, this EMA, not only is it powerful in and of itself, but it aligns with the meat of this price action, which could create support, and the top of this price action here. Therefore, you have both a powerful EMA and a horizontal of support at the same time. Therefore, it's extra reason not to expect price to go straight down and visit that CME gap fill, but rather have a bounce, make a lower high, and then visit down. Since we like price paths on this channel, you could be dealing with something like this up to here, and then gap fill, and that would take you 3 days out, perhaps filling that over the weekend, but price would have to then hang out down here until New York time Sunday at 8 p.m. because if it comes down here over the weekend and then heads up and out of that box before Sunday at 8 p.m., then the gap isn't filled. It specifically has to get down there and be around there at 8 p.m. or later on Sunday in order for the CME chart to start up again, because it's not active from Friday evening to Sunday evening. Therefore, I would fully expect price over the late weekend, deep into the weekend, to be somewhere under 41K. Click this video if you want to learn how to set up a chart just like mine with a 28-minute trading view tutorial, and click this video right here to see a long-term analysis on why things could get ugly for 2022, particularly starting in the summer of this year, and click the circle in the middle if you're new. Make sure you hit like before you get out of here. You just got Tim Vad Worldwide. Peace.